Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Lorena Aguirre and I post here on YouTube every Saturday. Alright you guys, before we jump into today's video, what I did want to show you guys was this Rosie Nails. Basically what this is, it is a dip powder for your nails, and I wanted to show you guys what came in this box. The first thing that it came with was a base coat, and then after this is going to be the activator. And then after it also came in the top coat. So the next thing that I did end up getting was this Rosie Glam powder, and it is in the shade Merlot or Merlot. And I'll go ahead and open it up and show you what it looks like inside. It has like really pretty little shimmers. I am going to be posting a video on how to use this. Stay tuned for that. So if you are somebody who wants a cute little manicure or whatever, if you guys want a cute little manicure, stay tuned for this, just because it is something that it does last up to 3 weeks. And yeah, so we'll go ahead and try this in my next video. Let me know if you guys tried this and what you guys think of it. Make sure to comment down below, and yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the video. Alright you guys, so today's video, what it is going to be about is basically what you need if you're a beginner nail tech. If you guys aren't a beginner nail tech and you guys just want to see what my staples are and what I use on a daily basis for clients and what I feel like is my most essential thing, make sure to stay tuned. Alright you guys, so I have everything written down in my cute little book. I did find these at the 99-cent store, so don't sleep on the 99-cent store because they have cute books. But, so I wrote down everything that I felt like you guys would need on what would go good for your guys' nail kit if you guys are first-time nail tech. The first thing that I'm going to be showing you guys are these jumbo nail files, and these are an 80 grit. I did link some down below that they are a cheaper alternative, because this pack, it was $35, and on Amazon I was bummed out because you could find the same pack for cheaper. So I went ahead and linked it down below for you guys. But yeah, the reason why I really like really coarse grit for my acrylic nails is because it'll help you take and file all that extra product away, especially when you guys are first starting out. You guys will tend to do either too thick or too thin, and with that being said, doing too thick, you are going to find yourself filing and filing and filing. And if you guys are using a softer file that the grit isn't as coarse, you're gonna find yourself filing there forever. So these will come in handy. What basically you need to do is file the edges. Take another file and run it across each of the edges, just so you don't end up cutting yourself or someone that you are practicing on. The next thing that I would recommend is acrylic. The reason why I recommend these two together is because I feel like they work hand in hand. The application of them is super smooth and super flawless. So this is Desert Peach by Montage Nail Supply. Mention a colored acrylic instead of an actual gel polish is because, especially when you guys are first starting out doing nails, colored acrylic is actually easier and cheaper to work with, and because you're gonna have to buy acrylic as it is to build the nail, and it already has the pigment in there, so you won't have to waste time actually having to polish the nail. And I feel like this is a good beginner color because it's just that perfect nude that everybody will love. The next thing I have is Young Nails Nail Liquid. The reason why I recommend this is because the way it works with the Montage acrylic, I don't know what it is, but the way the application is super smooth. It doesn't get stuck in the brush, like how in past experience when first starting out, products that I would use, I would notice that they would get stuck in my brush a lot. And like, I thought maybe it was just me not knowing how to apply the product, but it was actually just the way the products were working together. And I feel like with Young Nails, the monomer, and the next thing that I would recommend is nail glue. And this nail glue, it dries super quick, so you don't have to keep on holding the nail down. I really like this nail glue. I actually just tried it for a long time. I would use other ones that I would get off of Amazon, but this one is actually pretty good, and I like that it comes in a bigger bottle. I just hope that it doesn't glue shut with like a ton of products still in there. just because I've had that happen. The next thing that I would definitely recommend is a bond aid. Basically what this is going to do is after you prep the nails, you are going to go ahead and apply this to the nail after you have them nice and prepped and all the cuticles and everything off of the nail. This is going to dehydrate the nails, making sure that there is no oil or anything that is kind of like in the way of helping the acrylic adhere. And it also helps with leveling out the pH balance. And the next thing that I am going to recommend is that you guys go out and buy the protein bond. I definitely recommend this because your nails will not lift with this stuff. If you guys prep the nail and etch it and everything, take the cuticles off like you're supposed to, your nails will stay down without lifting. I love this for my clients because I feel like their retention when they come back, they don't end up having like a whole bunch of lifted nails. The next thing that I would recommend is, honestly, I was somebody who would not really ever get the shape or like the tips that are already shaped. I would always just get any tips, like as long as they were affordable. Make sure to check these out because honestly these are well worth your money. I know $20 is a little bit steep just because usually nail tips they'll run around like $6, but I feel like for these it just really helps cut down the time. So definitely recommend these. These helped me a lot, and I've been doing nails for 5 or 6 years, and I barely started using these, and honestly you guys, I feel like this made a big difference in my application and prepping time and stuff. They also have a new square one that I do want to get too. I don't know how much those ones are going to be, but I wouldn't doubt that they're like around the same price. If I do try those, let me know if you guys want to see a video on those, just because I know like finding like longer ones, it's kind of hard, but I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the tips, what they look like and how tapered they are. The other video that I have, this tip that I have on my nail, I actually tried to use one of my old tips that I had, and yeah, I had to go back and shape a few times, but these ones, they taper in pretty well. Let me see. So that's how tapered that they look. These are actually really, really nice to have in your collection. Yeah, honestly, like if I could pick, these are like one of the things that I thought maybe I would go back to my other brands of nail tips, but no, these things are pretty amazing. I love these. So the next thing that I want to mention is a buffer. These things I have been using, you guys, since the very, very beginning of my nail career. These things are amazing. They are a sponge buffer. The reason why I love these so much is because when you're buffing, they actually like kind of form to the nail, and I like that they're rounded just because when you go up to the cuticle, it just like goes with that motion, you know. So I really, really love that, like when buffing the nails, and it's double-sided. So one side is 100 grit and the other side is 180. These are super, super amazing. I've used these for a really long time, but I do want to try some different ones because I never really noticed the price on these, just because whenever I would be getting low, I would just purchase them automatically because they were such a staple in my collection. So honestly, I didn't really ever pay attention to how much they were in the nail supply store whenever I would go. But when I had went on Amazon and checked them out, they're actually pricey for how much you get. So I did link these specific ones, but I ended up also linking an alternative one that other people on Amazon said that those were really amazing. So after I'm done with these ones, I am definitely going to check out the ones that I did link for you guys, because those ones, the reviews sound really amazing, and the grit on them is pretty much the same. I believe the shape is just a little bit different, but yeah. These were kind of a little bit more pricey. Okay, the next thing that I want to mention to you guys is acrylic brushes. The ones that I have, I both got these from Montage Nail Supply. I know you guys like might be thinking like, oh my gosh, she like always has like Montage Nail Supply stuff. But it's because even before I was a brand ambassador for them, I would always shop there. I would always buy their stuff. And I've been going to them for a very, very long time. Even before they were actually Montage Nail Supply, they were actually called Safari Nails. So yeah, please don't come for me for that, because I've been shopping with them for a long time. So even a lot of the stuff that I do have, it's not because I'm an ambassador for them. You guys already know that if I like the stuff, I'm going to mention it to you guys. If I don't like it, I'm not going to mention it to you. And if I try it and I don't like it, I will also mention it to you guys. So, but anyways, so I do want to show you guys when, I think it was like when they were safari nails. This brush is beaten up, so don't judge me. But this is the first brush that I ever spent like a good amount of money on, and this is like a size 12. Like, I trust buying my brushes from there, so that's why I bought them from there, because I'm afraid of getting them and them not being any good. But yeah, this brush, I love it. I wish I would have gotten a bigger brush to begin with when starting out doing nails, because I do feel like it cuts down your time, especially if you want to start doing really long nails. I would definitely recommend getting a big brush like this, just because you're able to work with more product at once. And then the better you get with the brush, you're able to actually, instead of doing like the 3-ball method, and you could like actually cut that in half and just do the 2-ball method or do 1-ball method. So keep that in mind when you guys do buy a brush. I feel like the more talented you are with your brush and you know your tools, I feel like the faster you'll be. But their brushes are really good if that's something that you want to try, and if you guys are local to the high desert, make sure to check them out, because honestly they are a pretty good nail place. But yeah. Okay, so enough with that. Sorry, I started to ramble. But the next thing that I would definitely recommend is Young Nails. This top coat is bomb, you guys. If you guys want a really, really good top coat that you're able to do a lot with, this is it. You're able to put chromes on this. You're able to put this over polish. You are able to, like, there's so much that you're able to do with this. If you guys want a video of how you were able to use gel over polish just to save you some money, because that's what I did when I first started out, because I couldn't afford to buy gels. Okay, the next thing that I would recommend is cuticle oil, because after you're done doing your nails or a client's nails and practicing and whatnot, your cuticles are going to be so dry. So this is something that I definitely recommend. Just go ahead and put it on the cuticle. And this, again, it is Montage, but I would recommend lavender, just because this one, it is a lavender essential oil inside of here. Okay, and the next thing that you would need is a dappen dish, because you're going to need somewhere to put your monomer in. Your acrylic already comes in a jar, so you don't need something to put that in, but your monomer, you are going to need a little dish. Next thing that I would definitely recommend is a light. The little button on the top too. This is how many lights it comes with. At the bottom is 6 underneath there. For the thumb, I would recommend putting it in under like this, and then having your 4 fingers like this. Reason being for the thumb is you just really want to make sure that it cures all over. But this is only $15. There are some bigger ones on Amazon. I would recommend you to check them out. If you guys wanted to do the same exact kit like how I have right here, everything that I showed you today, the price that you guys are going to be looking at is $561.73, and that is excluding tax. That doesn't include the tax. The reason why it is so much, alright, and then the next thing that I would recommend, this is something that you don't need to have right away. It's something that I feel like should be your goal to work towards, is a drill. This is the one that I got. This was like $400. It was really, really pricey. It is a Coupa Mani Pro Passport. If you guys want an updated review on this, please let me know. I've had this for a really long time. And yeah, so basically it has a little clip. It comes with a little stand also, so if you do pedicures, I know some people that clip it to their pants or whatever, or clip it to their aprons. But yeah, this is what it looks like. You guys could see it's been used and abused. It's all like worn out. Something that I would recommend is when you do get a drill, for it to have the locking chuck, because I don't know if you guys could tell, but like it opens and closes, so you could like put this in and out and see it. Now it's locked in. But the reason why I recommend that is because I bought in cheap drills in the past, and buying a cheap drill when you first start out, I would recommend, just because if you buy this and you're a beginner and you're not careful with it, this drill is super expensive, and if you knock it over and you have your bit in it, it falls on the head. Now your bit is going to be like swinging like that, instead of just swinging like, or like turning like in a perfect circle. It's going to be off center, and being off center when you're drilling your client's nails, it actually hurts them. So I do recommend like maybe waiting to get a more of an expensive drill. I feel like this was like kind of like more of a splurge, I do feel like every time you invest into your business, it does help little by little. But I don't know, like I feel like honestly, like investing into my business, it's helped me so much, and like investing into my clientele and stuff like that. My clients love all like the other things that I have, but I mean, do you need it? No, not right away. But this is like kind of like more of a luxury buy. I would recommend getting something cheap at the beginning and then learning how to handle a drill, learning how you need to treat it, because these things are expensive, and if you end up treating them bad and you spend $400 on it, you would hate yourself for that. So, okay. So now that we're done with all of the things that I would definitely recommend for you guys to get if you guys are a beginner nail tech, how much it is going to cost. For all of those things that I had just mentioned in the video, it comes out to $561.73. That doesn't include tax. I know it is going to be kind of pricey, but the reason why it was so expensive is because of the drill. If you guys take away the drill, what your total is going to be is $246.96 excluding tax. Montage Nail Supplies already has like kits already made. One is $160 for it, and it comes with buffers, a 4-pack, 3 files, an LED light, a dapping dish, a brush cleaner, monomer, glue, primer, top coats, 2 acrylics, tips, a cuticle pusher, tip cutter, and a brush. I don't know what the size of the brush is, but you guys would have to go in there and look yourself to see, like, maybe if that's something that you guys would want to purchase. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video and this really helped you if you guys are a beginner nail tech, because I have been having a lot of people message me asking me what kind of products I recommend and what I use and what I like for this and that. And so these videos are for all you beginner nail techs, or maybe somebody who's just wanting to switch up their kit a bit and maybe just find new products for yourself. These are all things that I really, really love and I stand by. If you guys want more videos like this, make sure to hit that like button and make sure to comment down below and let me know if there are any other things that you guys would like to see. Alright, you guys, stay tuned for more beginner nail videos, just because I am going to be doing a series on that. Let me know if there are any ones that you guys would like to see, because I am doing them in an order, and if I could end up helping you guys in any way, I'd love to do so. So make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel, and as usual, I'll be back with more videos. Bye!